Okay, guys, so we are going to be designing something on our Pixel app. So let's get started. First of all, insert our do our background. We're using a kind of yellow background for this. Then we'll import our Dido for food Dido for the background, which is we are like zooming in. We are zooming to zoom it to fit into it. Now, then yeah, I think that is perfect. Then the next thing we do is that we remove the white at the back, which will you go to our eraser, our erase color and erase the white. Now you can see that you can see the white background. So we can now wait coming. Okay, done that again. Then we'll click on OK. Then we'll go to our background and put our yellow back. But we see that we're seeing it black, but we don't want it black, we want it red. So we'll go to change colors. We'll change the color. Then we change the color by clicking on our color. First of all, we change the color, then we change the opacity, reduce it. Okay, like I'm see trying to adjust the called white is showing on the pictures. Now is where we first start our color. Now we have since our color, we reduce the opacity. So then we draw a rectangle, lock it, then we draw a rectangle. Now this rectangle is going to be like slant. It's not going to be straight, a straight rectangle. It's going to be slant. So after drawing our rectangle, we draw, drag. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Okay, that will be perfect. Okay, we're still trying to adjust it so that it looks perfect, just like the original design which I designed. Now we're going to be using this blood color for it. Then when we take it down, then we lock it. Now we now insert our breakfast. This is the most important part of it. So we go screw down and we insert our breakfast, and this is it, looking all yummy and everything. Then we try to adjust, add the shadow. Once you try to add the shadow to it, then crop it. I was seeing it kind of a lining at the top. Then we insert our text, which is text something good. Now this is where we now go. We now like to change the work on the front. Now we're using a specific front for this. I think the front I used was this rough and or Revenant Brood. So I'll drop the front or the files I use for this video in the description box. So next thing we do is to change our color. For that middle red, I want it to be blood too. So increase our font size. Now place it properly on our design. Okay. Then the next thing we do is insert another text, which is the order now, which is was at the bottom. We click on it and we go to our backgrounds and make it white. So we can just adjust the left paddings, the right top paddings, and every other thing. So okay, that's perfect. Then we change the background to white. We click on OK. Then we change the main color of the work to white. So I get the point now. We change it to white. So now we can just increase the size and we can reduce our size. Okay, I think it's okay, but you can reduce the most when you are doing yours. That doesn't mean, but now I think it's time for us to add our phone number and stuff. So I feel that this place is a little bit, you need some adjustment. So we are going to actually adjust it properly. Okay, I think that is okay. Now let's lock all these things together. Start. They don't get shifted nowhere and making some other adjustments. So now what do we do next? I can see that I still making adjustments because this thing needs to be down so that it don't show, and it needs to be very full day to be down. Then another thing is that then we can lock it now. Now the next thing is to draw input our call icon. Now I have it somewhere else, so I have to go search for it and import it into our work. So I'm still looking for it. Yes, I know you guys. Why do I have Ronaldo? I'm a Ronaldo fan. Okay, that's it. Now the same thing we did for the background, we're going to do the same thing, like removing the white out of it. So after we have done that, is then we now have to make the color to the same color as the background to look. I think that will look more beautiful. Actually, I saw this design on what's it called, on YouTube YouTube Shorts, and the guy used Photoshop. So I said, let me try it with my Pixel app. So and it's going well now. Okay, and let's go. And that's our phone number. What we need to do is just use some text on it, adjust the text, and adjust the size of the icon just so that it fits properly on our text. So now we can reduce our text a little bit, reduce it. Okay, that's okay. Then we can make our text bold. Okay, that was okay. Then we'll adjust the spacing so that it looks more fine. Then we'll adjust it to look at it will look the same line as the this thing, the icon. Then we go for the very last thing. Okay, so trying to make some adjustments. Then we go for the very last thing, which is that what's it called, the rectangle inside the front in between the text. Now first of all, we have to draw the rectangle and reduce the opacity of the color to 0. Then arrange it like this on this platform. Don't click on OK yet. Then click on the stroke. That means I use 5. You can use more depending on your preference. Then after we are done adjusting the strokes, we can now click on OK. Okay, click on OK. Then we'll now draw on that shape, and that shape should have a white color. Okay, I'm trying to make some adjustments. Then when it comes to white color, we have to adjust the white color properly. Then that's it. See, adjusting the white color. Sorry. Then we drag. Then okay, I think that will be okay. We see drag a little bit bottom a little bit down so that okay. Then we'll go to and mesh them together. After meshing them, we go to our erase color and erase the white, and to look something like this. But I don't want it to be showing up way down here. So what do? I draw another shape and make it black and reduce it to the same size. Then I merge again. Then there's one kind of reddish color they they had one kind of a reddish color then attached to it, so I have to input that reddish color. Okay, so you just reduce the opacity a little bit. I think that's okay. Depending on your preference, I am using 4. So that's all, guys. and I just save. That's all. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you subscribe and